power working out for you. When you roll down a hill and quite clearly don't hit your face, and yet get up with blood and cuts on your face and mouth. Oh, very polite walker going in hand first for a quick shoulder tap.
Over there.
Oh, really? What, those two walkers literally right in front of you? Not the ones half a mile away, no?
I'm not sure if you heard, but someone stole a crate of fish. The one from Oceanside.
Actually, we could use a hand in the infirmary. Much of the kingdom's still in recovery from the tree fall.
We're planning on leaving tomorrow, but yeah.
Yeah, he didn't say he wanted you to stay for a week, did he, mate? Forest Ninja Walker! They come out of nowhere and they grab you real quick. They don't make sense because they make no sound. Forest Ninja Walker! Not going to show it, but he very awkwardly pulls the walker's head off instead of doing what everyone else does and poking that cheesecake they call a noggin with their sticks.
You needed a second to wrap your gift.
How are you going to justify taking friggin' 50 seconds to get a baseball bat out of a bag, bruh?
There's more. I swiped it all from Alexandria. Was waiting for the right time to surprise you.
Oh wait, so it's even worse than I thought. He wasn't faffing around for 50 seconds trying to get the bat out to potentially help him. No, Negan was clearly struggling and this guy was like, oh, I'm gonna get his leather jacket out the bag. Oh, very CGI rocks.
Tomorrow. Okay, this one time, he takes me fishing, right? Fishing. And he's drinking, right? So he's fishing, he's drinking. He falls in the lake. Like, right?
You know, instead of saying, hey guys.
You know, if I was lost in the woods, it's the three of them I'd want to come looking for me.
She gives him a look of like, really? Cheeky. But all three of the people out there right now are apparently master trackers, so why not?
You really think Kelly's okay?
I hope so.
What about us? That tree didn't fall on its own. Wasn't leaning or dying. The roots were healthy. If you don't think they're coming back for worse, son, you're not thinking at all.
This old man just wanders into the scene making so many assumptions that it's incredibly random. He comes in saying, you really think the girl is okay? He never said she was or wasn't. He said if I was lost in the woods, I'd want those three to come get me. He then follows it up by saying the tree falling was done on purpose, and if you think otherwise, then you aren't thinking. But he never mentioned feeling otherwise. So what's going on?
Or smoke inhalation from the fire might have triggered it. Let me just...
It's fine. Now we both know what it means.
Oh, you can manage it. Acupuncture, hypnosis,
You can manage neck cancer with hypnosis?
Got a stash somewhere. Probably full of weapons too.
In what world would a lad think that she and the kid probably have a stash of weapons, but meanwhile never felt the need to arm themselves with said weapons when they go out and about?
It's a chick and a kid. Brandon, people are a resource.
Yeah, not them.
I cannot fathom the writing that goes on at the Walking Dead HQ, where just before this he talks about them probably having a stash and we should follow them, and then not 5 seconds later is like, yep, I'm gonna go ahead and kill them both for no reason. What?
Getting our guardians killed if they're wolves. Cut the enemy down all at once.
They can take that sin back from the previous episode since at least someone did address the logic behind throwing thousands of walkers at a very solid defense when they spent ages gathering them.
Let us vote. Anyone agree?
Why would you randomly hold a vote with like 7 people when they've got loads of guys?
Said you wanted another body.
Again, just like in another video, people are so cool about losing their lives and being aware that it's coming. Dude's been cut on the leg and arm quite badly, and he's coming to finish the job, and he's like, I've lived a good life, into the afterlife for me.
Said you wanted another body.
Yeah, but isn't that one now going to potentially take quite some time before he turns? And she wanted to leave, like, straight away.
Thwack!
Snap your fingers right on his nuts. Keep those meaty fingers holstered up when my nuts are around.
Okay.
Well, this is getting weird.
More dangerous from here on out. That's what you said to me. What do you think?
I'm sorry, I refuse to believe that someone can be this big of a nut job and have managed to live without incident all of that time in Alexandria, having even been chosen as one of the guards of Negan, and yet as soon as he's out and about for a single day, starts straight up murdering women and children for no reason and constantly be talking about how much he loves Negan and his whole crew. I'm not buying what you're selling. He doesn't even check either of their pulses. Like, there's no blood anywhere near their bodies, and the guy seemingly took them out with a tire iron. Like, yeah, that'll hurt, and you use it enough, they'll certainly die, but they could just be out of it, especially with the previously mentioned lack of blood anywhere. Clearly wounded woman being held up and helped along, and the people at the gate be like, yeah, I'll open the gate, but you drag your own clearly injured ass inside without my assistance. Also though, are we being led to believe that no one spotted them coming and told the leader that they were on their way to the gate? What, was she just standing there chilling? They noticed her but never said anything, and then they opened the gate, still not saying anything, and only then did she inquisitively decide to turn around. Oh, who's at the gate, I wonder? Aren't those press to talk radios? Like, I'm guessing it's the one Eugene was using during episode 1, and that was very much press to talk.
Since the day you showed up, your fancy suit with all your fancy.
You really want to know what I thought that day?
Gotta love how no one drives vehicles anymore, or even smokes, but Daryl has seemingly an infinite supply of cigarettes and petrol for his bike.
There's a tiny part of you that's thrilled to be sick, just so you can spend more time with me.
You think I'm puking because I got a little crush?
No, actually. As cringy and terrible as that joke was, it was about you being glad that you're sick so that you can see him, not that you're sick because you like him.
Don't you think we'd make a bitchin' couple?
Son, I would break you like a twig.
Oh dear Lord, get on with it!
And if you need me to peek at Rosita later, just say the word. Happy to, you know, make sure she's on the mend. Fuck me!
Hey, you.
I think I need a house call, Doc.
I thought we were supposed to be in bed.
Yeah, supposed to be in bed, not running yourself ragged laying on the sofa like a mad woman. Would you do that though? I think you'd have to be crazy to give him food after the second in charge has just said no, and the two people in charge keep going around killing anyone who vaguely disagrees with them on stuff.
About what I said earlier, I am.
No worries. I get it. We're stuck with pre-industrial age meds and simply suddenly become a big deal.
Well, it's way more about you not calling on him after you had half the town's population in there sick and you're still being the cool dude taking on the slack. Like, there reaches a point where you cancel some annual leave, you feel me? Also, coming back to this, he's a bad guy, so of course he wouldn't seek his help, but that still wasn't his original point, and he never corrects him.
You put us all at risk.
We have to find that horde before it shows up at our gate.
So you decide for all of us?
Isn't he really jumping to conclusions? Or did they enter with the prisoner and immediately say to a guard, we went to look for the horde in their territory and we caught a prisoner?
My mom twists people, gets them to do what she wants, makes them think it's what they want.
Not because she's going around knifing everyone who doesn't say bless you when she sneezes and stuff then, no? Come on, girl! She killed someone who saw her cry! She killed someone last episode because they came up with a reasonable alternative plan and then lost a vote! I don't think she's twisting people mentally, I think she's slicing and dicing, though.
You have bread every day.
Oh. So after all of this time, he never once felt the need to say to anyone at Alexandria, by the by everyone, saw a girl dumping walker guts into the stream. Probably not a great idea to drink that water. Okay, I'm off, bye bye.
So, what's it gonna be? Honey or jam? Straw.
That knife is incredibly clean considering she just put some stuff on it and stuck it on the bread beautifully without looking. Not being funny, I can't spread anything that neatly and I'm physically looking at the bread. I'm not one of these professional non-looking bread artists. Get out of here with that. just an FYI, if that was real, she would either have a broken hand or an extremely damaged hand after doing that. Not the greatest thing to do in that situation.
Cheryl?
If she's meant to be sleeping like he's been telling all of them to do, then it's kind of counterproductive to run up the stairs saying her name fairly loudly. Like, just walk into the room, and if you need to wake her, then do it.
Go home. You should be in bed.
No.
Dude's really gonna act like she didn't just have to dive in there to save him from drowning?
There's not a common denominator. It's not one that I can...
What?
Nothing. Go home, okay?
Gotta love how he gets this eureka moment about the drinking water, and in spite of her only now getting a little better, doesn't tell her to stay away from the water for a hot second while he looks into it quickly. No, nothing's wrong. Go on home and drink loads of water!
Your mother told her people she killed her.
You said you wanted my help. Did. You used me.
Like, first of all, that's a hell of a reach. She just assumed that what? Carol knew he was being held there against his will and thus she could swoop in with the girl?
You're just like her. You said you wanted me to choose a side? I choose mine.
Secondly, goodness gracious me, that's the world's quickest turnaround. Oh, you lied, you want me to pick a side? I'm going back to mummy, you bunch of bumheads! Ah!
Open your eyes.
In fairness, for this show, credit where it's due, that was a hell of a twist that I didn't see coming a mile off, so take a well-deserved sin-off right there. I should point out that she's again either broken her hand or extremely badly damaged it right there. Also though, no guy's getting knocked unconscious by a woman weighing about 90 pounds and the guy is probably 5'10 and 200 pounds.
Doesn't matter. None of this matters.
Why aren't they doing that in the cell though?
You can leave right after the funeral.
We gonna trust a whisperer now?
He says this like that wasn't their entire plan for the past couple of episodes, to trust the word of a whisperer as to the location of the herd. Library Ninja Walker! She came out of nowhere and she grabs your leg. She shouldn't exist because she didn't react to sound. Maybe she was deaf. Another library ninja walker! He came out the bookshelf and reacted real slow. He shouldn't exist because he also didn't react to sound. Maybe they were from a learning disability class.
Hey! Hey, man! What happened? This guy just came in out of nowhere, he saved my life.
Maybe this place is the largest library in America and he wandered off halfway across the building, or they really should have heard him struggling for a solid minute and came to help earlier. Also, are we just going to ignore the fact that he walked down the aisle and didn't see a walker, just laid there chilling out?
I'll take all of it.
Hey, I'm sorry. Is everything all right?
Sadiq is dead. So no, not everything is okay. We have to get to Oceanside and get back home now.
And if I didn't know any better, by the way she talks to him, you'd think he killed him.
Maybe Dante was right about us. We're not as strong as we think we are.
Based on what, though?
Look what people did to the world. And you think we can be good?
What? Is he saying people made walkers in a lab or something? What?
No!
This guy has survived the end of the world for what? 10 years? And now suddenly he's acting like it's day one again. No! Get off me, you smelly walkers! Get off!
Don't move.
Bullshit.
The book fell out and I picked it up for you, and it clearly belongs to the library.
Put it back.
Be careful.
Ugh, the idea of a little girl reacting like that to a grown-ass dude throwing himself towards her in anger. I'm just gonna move my feet slightly because he's gonna fall because he can't reach me, and he's definitely not gonna do anything else because I'm cool, calm, and collected.
He needed help. Even with what might happen to me here, I'm glad I did it.
That's a dumb thing to say. If anything, it would very clearly put you in good stead for saving one of their friends' lives. It's not a negative, is it? If you want to kill me, after I saved your friend's life, I don't regret it, because I did a good thing. But, if ultimately you kill me for it, then, alright, why would I kill you? He's one of my friends. Well, I'm just saying, I did a good thing, and if you're going to kill me for it, fair enough. God, I hate the show's writing.
Hi! Carol!
The idea that Daryl started running off after her immediately, and yet she's this far ahead with no one in sight after crossing the field.
Nathan Bird, Bird Without a Word, Aidan White, PK Fan, Ali 50, Ryan Anderson, Isael Caldera, Chris Harris, Yona Stahl, Manolo Saucedo Munoz, Luis Hernandez, Kim Munt, Jason Davies, Yuki Ali, Manuel Mireles, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Blitzcloud, Keeper, Steelers, Kimi O, Sentimento, Juffa6263, Master Tank, Kevin Nelter, Brendan Krier, Storm 970, Mr. Waffles 64, Kaj Vorzelman, Jordan Samuels, Sean Graves, The Epic Commander, Crimson Shadows, Kyle Farmer, Buzzbomb 3000, Adora Blue,